Hey everyone, it's Brody with Everything Board Games, Winning Move Games, and the distributor ACD sent me Precious Cargo, so let's get it to the table. Precious Cargo is a 2-player only pick up and deliver game. You will upgrade and make new ships and pick up cargo, and following the trade routes will drop off the cargo in a location that is in need of that certain cargo. You will be moving and trading food, textiles, livestock, spice, sugar, furs, and ore. Food can be bought and sold in any location, but 3 types of these goods can only be bought in one of the countries, while the other 3 in the other country. When goods are bought in one country, they must be sold in the opposite country. But it's wise to sell your cargo to the settlement that has a higher demand, as you will benefit by receiving more money. You'll start the game with a ship sitting in one of your own settlements with one of your governors and 5 money. Randomly, commodity chips are placed out to match the country's emblem. This represents what commodity or good the settlement wants to buy from the other country. Using different actions, you'll be able to build a new hull, add sails to a ship, install a new governor, take on cargo, sell cargo, or move your ships. The goal of the game is to be the first one to have coins worth up to 25. The game comes with a great player and helps you play the game. Let's take a look. First, you'll be able to move each of your ships. Each ship has a hole with 4 places to put either sails or cargo. To move a ship, you need at least 1 sail and at most 3. The number of sails determines how many spaces the ship can move. The remaining places without sails can be used to store cargo crates. After movement, you'll be able to choose 2 of any of these other actions. To build a new hull, you'll pay coins up to 3 and place it in the settlement where you have a governor. To add sails, it'll cost you 1 coin per sail, and you can choose to add as many sails as you want to one ship that is docked at the settlement with a governor. To install a new governor, you will need to have a ship docked in that settlement, and you can place a governor in your opponent's country as well, but you can only do this if your opponent is not also docked in the same settlement. If you have a ship docked in the settlement, then you can take on cargo and place 1 or more crates from that country's stockpile and put them in your ship. There's no cost to take on cargo, but you may not take the last crate of that type of good if you already have that type of good on board your ship. If you have a ship docked at a settlement with cargo from the opposite country, then you may sell any or all of that cargo. All cargo that is in demand in that settlement is worth the value on the commodity chip. All other cargo that is not in demand is worth 1. Additionally, if that player has a governor on there, that player earns 1 coin for each cargo crate sold, even if it's the same player selling the cargo. Once sold, the cargo will be placed back on the supply card, and a new random commodity chip is drawn and placed on that settlement. The last action that you can choose to do is to move 1 ship again 1 more space. When starting out, you will only be using a couple of actions until you build more ships and plan out your moves better. I like how you can always use the extra move action, as sometimes you aren't able to do any of the other ones. The game is all about planning your actions as you want to take advantage of all the movement that you can. Sometimes during the beginning of your turn you won't want to move your ship as you don't have any cargo on board, and you will have to sacrifice the movement of that ship that round. When playing, we felt like the best ship was the one with 2 sails, allowing 2 cargo holds. The problem with the fast ships is you can only sell 1 type of cargo, and spending many rounds just to sail across the board isn't worth a couple coins that you'll make when you can sell the additional cargo on a bigger one. The ship with 1 sail takes forever to go anywhere, and most of the time due to the rule that you cannot take the last crate of any type of cargo if you already have 1 of that type of cargo on the ship. So you never can get 2 ore nor 2 spice on the same ship. And on the slow ship, you can't ever get 3 food. The only thing that slow ships might be useful for is for taking on food to sell next door without sailing across the entire board. I like how the market is restricted with the rule mentioned before, as it limits a player to take a huge lead. The games are always super tight in scoring. The rules mention that the first player to have coins worth 25 wins, but if that was the first player that had the first move, it doesn't mention if the other players get a chance to beat them by finishing the round. The game is a straightforward pick up and deliver game for 2 players with nothing special in the game. I would have liked to have hoped for something like asymmetrical player powers that could be passed around and could help with the variety of the game. Another thing I really liked in this game is you can form blockades and you can move your ships to block other players because of the tight space on the board. So you need to make sure that you move your ships to the correct place, not to be blocked in, but so that you can also take up space for the other player. The components are fun and nice as you get to assemble your own ship and place the type of sail with the picture you want on that sail that you would like to make your ships look really neat. If you need a simple and quick strategy game, and you love pickup and delivery, or enjoy a pirate-themed game without player-to-player combat, then this might be the game for you. Again, this is Precious Cargo by Winning Move Games. If you like what you see, then go buy it.